Hey guys, so welcome back to another video on Trade Now. And for this video, as you guys can see from the title, I'll be showing you guys this very crazy 1 minute pullback trading strategy, which basically means that you're trying to follow the trend, take the pullbacks and scalp on the 1 minute time frame. Since we are using the 1 minute time frame, it means that you're taking a lot of trades, and if you guys are taking a lot of trades, a lot of the time the fees will eat up a lot of your fees. So if you guys want to check out the link in the description box below, you can sign up for a FedEx exchange and you get very low fees for trading crypto. So if you sign up with the link, you'll get free VIP 1, which will have a 0.019% fee, and that is very low compared to other exchanges. So make sure to check out the link in the description box below and you can get extra 5% on whatever you deposit. So anyways, let's get into this video. So it's a very simple strategy and we'll be using very simple indicators, but we can achieve a very high win rate. So first up will be you needing EMAs for you to determine the trend. So for this, what I'll use is the 20 EMA, and you want to change it to any color you like, and I'm using the 50 EMA as well, and just same thing, change it to any color you like. Want to make it orange. So next up, we'll be using the stochastic RSI. So search up stock and you'll see this is stochastic RSI, and you can click on that. So there you have, this is the indicators that we'll be needing, and let me show you guys how do you take positions based on this. So for this, for you to take a long position, we'll be only waiting for the yellow EMA, which is your 20 EMA, to be above your 50 EMA, and we want the crossover of the blue line above the orange line under the 20 area. So what do I mean by this? So first up, you have to look for the yellow EMA to be above the orange EMA, which is right here, and we want a crossover of the blue line above the orange line, and this crossover must be below the 20 value area. So right here you can see yellow line above the orange line, and we see a crossover of the blue line above the orange line right here, and the crossover is below the 20 value area. So we'll take a position on that candle where the crossover happens. Stop loss, you can put it at the right below your recent swing low, which is right here, and you take a 1.5:1. So there we have our first win. Next up, same thing, you just want to wait for another crossover. So you only want to wait, the only crossover happens is when it crosses over and it moves up. So let me show you guys what I mean by this. You can see that here we have a crossover and it moves up, but here we have sort of a crossover but it's flat. So you only want to wait for it to move up before you take the position. So let me show you guys here. Here you can see that it's moving flat, so you want to avoid taking positions here. Here you can see that it is starting to move upwards, so we'll take a position on that candle here. Stop loss, you can put it below the recent swing low, and you take 1.5:1. So there we have another win, and as you guys can see here, you can see it's completely flat. You can see that it's moving up and down, and it's not moving up only until this region here. You can see it's moving back up, and we'll take a position there. Stop loss right below the recent swing low, and we'll take 1.5:1. So very simple strategy. As you guys can see, we are taking any pullbacks that we can see, and basically we are just following this big trend. You can see that every time it goes down, we are taking that. Every time it goes down, we are taking that trade. Goes down, taking that trade, and each time have been wins. So same thing for the downside. When you're trying to take short positions, you want to wait for the yellow EMA to be below the orange EMA. So besides that, you also want to wait for the crossover of the blue line below the orange line, and the crossover must happen above the 80 value area, which is right there. So here we have one example. You can see that we have the yellow line below the orange line, and we have the crossover of the blue line below the orange line here. So we'll take a short position there. Stop loss will be right below the swing high, which is around here, and you take 1.5:1. So one trade done. See that immediately after we take the crossover, it went down. Same thing here, you can see that yellow line below orange line, we have the crossover, but we won't take any positions here yet because the line is still flat. You must wait for it to be direction to the downside before I take it, which is right here. You can see that on this candle here, it's already moving downwards, and that is what we want. So stop loss right above the recent swing high, and we take a 1.5. So as you guys can see, this is a relatively easy strategy to take, but if you notice, the percentage gains may not be so much. So if you guys want, you can use leverage, and basically you can just use crypto exchanges like this FedEx account, a FedEx exchange, where you can get up to 5 to 80x leverage, which means that with $100 you can trade up to $8,000. And let's say instead of having only a 0.4% gain, and you're using 50x leverage instead, 50x times 0.4% gains will give you a 20% gain on the account, and definitely it'll save you so much time when using leverage. But of course, you do not want to over leverage, and you do not want to lose that much money as well, because as much as you can win, you can lose it as well. So for this strategy, I wouldn't really recommend you guys can do this, but you can also add in this thing called the cumulative delta volume. So basically, you only want to take the position and crossover when it is red or green. So let's say we have the crossover here. You can see that the candles are green here, and you only take a position when the candle is green. Same thing here. You can see that here this entire flat line is red in color, so you wouldn't take a position. And here we have a green candle, which means that price is starting to go up, and you take the position there. Same thing on the short side. You can see that on this area here, where the crossover happens, the candles are green in color, which means there's still buyers, and you don't want to take a position. Only take the position when there's a red signal for you to go short, which is right here. So definitely add this cumulative delta volume if you guys want, but I'm pretty sure you guys don't need this. You can just trade it based on this. Just avoid the areas where it's going flat, and only wait for it to direction either downwards when you're going short, or direction upwards when you're going long. So right, that's it for this video. Hopefully you guys can use this crazy pullback strategy and use it to profit. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. It helps me out a lot. See you guys, and leave the comments below what you guys want to see next. Goodbye.